Well, welcome back everyone to the Mod Showcase. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day so far. This week we have a lot of awesome mods to cover, and you know what? I'm just going to get through our little initial spiel really quickly. In case if you guys aren't aware, mods are not officially endorsed by Frontier, but hey, that doesn't really stop us. When you do mod, you do risk, like, everything on your own part. But if you follow the tutorials that I have on my channel and that Nick has on his, you guys will be all set and ready to have some fun. So instead of going to the left with all the fish for the first time, I think we're going to start over to the right, and we are off to a wonderful start already. The first mod that we're actually looking at today is the Elds deer. These guys are found in Southeast Asia, and we have to give a huge shout out to Monsoon for how beautiful these guys actually came out. These guys are incredibly beautiful, and they're very common over in Europe. They're a very popular species over there. And yeah, they're just really, really exceptionally done. One of my favorite things that Monsoon did were the antlers on these guys. They kind of look like they swoop, and they kind of look so beautiful because of that. I think I'm going to call these guys the Nike deer, because they kind of remind me of the Nike logo. These guys are incredibly beautiful. They're a kind of tropical, semi-tropical kind of species. So if you guys are hoping to get a zoo kind of based around that kind of stuff, definitely go check these guys out. They look incredible, and I am so happy to have these guys in my game. If you guys are, going to be watching the channel, I will have a speed build for these guys relatively soon. I can't wait to get to work on that. So amazing job to Monsoon on those guys. And the next one is done by our good friend Narwhaler. This one is probably very famous because of Zoo Tycoon 2. These guys are the warrahs, otherwise known as the Falkland Islands wolf. The Falklands Islands wolf. Yeah, these guys are found over in the Falkland Islands. In case if you guys don't know where those are, they are found around like Argentina, Chile, and stuff like that. We could actually pull up the Zoopedia map because Narwhaler always does such a beautiful job on that. And yeah, they're found around right down there. Yeah, that's where the Falkland Islands are. Unfortunately, these guys were hunted to extinction, which is pretty sad, but now you still have them in Planet Zoo. They came out so incredible. I always love how Narwhaler does these paleo mods. He always brings such a beautiful attention to detail whenever it comes to them. I know he loves his island species, and it just is so exceptional just to see how much love he puts into these guys. So if you guys are hoping to have a nice prehistoric zoo, definitely go check those guys out. But we're going to take it back to the modern day right now. We're going to take it with the Victorian Koala. Did you guys know that there's multiple species of koala? Alright, they're, well, not really species, but different groups. They're not even subspecies. This one in particular is the Victorian Koala. Once he actually gets to his position, we could actually see just how well these guys look. I gotta give a huge shout out to Gabboi for creating this, and I kind of helped Gabboi make it into a new species and fully flesh out, the male, female, and babies. They came out so well, and they're so cute. We're actually gonna get a nice closer view of these guys. But yeah, these guys are incredibly beautiful. I really do love these guys the most. They are the biggest population of koala, which is very important to know. And they're very identifiable by, again, their brownish kind of coat. And they also have some kind of different ears as well. They kind of swoop in, kind of like that, as opposed to just being big old rectangles on them, which the Queensland koala has. But yeah, they're just wicked cute. I'm very happy that Gabboi was able to do that. These guys will be part of the Outback pack coming out relatively soon. In case if you guys aren't aware, I am waiting to do the trailer and the reveal and the release of the Outback pack until we get the next trailer for Planet Zoo. I don't want to waste all my time and then we get an Oceania pack. That'd be kind of silly of me. So I'm just going to wait and make adjustments when accordingly. Now, next on our list is not really a penguin, but this is actually the Great Auk. The Great Auk is made by Narwhaler, as always, another beautiful paleo mod. And they came out so incredible. Look at these guys. In case if you guys aren't aware, these guys were also hunted to extinction. Not really hunted per se, but it was their eggs that were more so taken. We could see them doing their little mating right there. Look at them go. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. But yeah, these guys were found more so in Northern Europe. We could actually pull up the Zoopedia map once again, because Narwhaler, again, does such awesome work with that. So yeah, they were found in like the North Atlantic Ocean, a little bit more into the Arctic. It's so sad that these guys had to go because they're such funny looking animals. I don't know, I just really do love them. So amazing job, Narwhaler, on those. Where should we go from here? I think we're actually going to work our way up here. Jen, I apologize, my friend. I did not actually decorate their habitat. But this is one that I was so excited that Jen sent my way to code. This one is so beautiful. This is the giant Japanese salamander. And this is our first habitat amphibian in the game. I know, it's so wild. It's about time. In case if you guys don't know, there are 3 largest salamanders in the world. There's the giant Chinese, the giant Japanese, and the Hellbender, all in that order. These guys are the 2nd largest, and they're just wicked, wicked cool. I love them so much. Jen did an exceptional job at just making these guys look so shiny and look so funny. Oh my gosh, look at their tiny little eyes. That's probably my favorite part about them, and their big old mouth. They're just really cool creatures. They are based off of the American alligator, so do keep that in mind. They will kind of act like them, so just keep that in mind when you guys do play with them, when you do design habitats. They will deep dive. I should probably show that off. Let me actually show that off because they look so cool when they do. I'm just gonna plop that down right there. And yeah, we can just wait for them to make their way into the water. And hopefully they make their way over there soon enough, because it's so cool watching them dive. Especially for these guys, they look so cool when they do it. Hold on. They'll do it any second, I promise. Maybe they don't really perform well under pressure, but if you guys give them a little bit of time, we can check up on them a little bit. Next on our list is the Lelwel Hartebeest. We're just going to show this guy off really quick. You guys may remember the red Hartebeest from last week. Well, this is his nice little cousin over here. Again, another beautiful Artiodactyl made by Marc. He always has such an incredible eye when it comes to making like the shading for these animals. The horns, literally everything that he puts into these animals is so amazing. And he really highlights some very unknown African species. Yes! Oh my gosh, so I had a blast coding his Hartebeest because they are such beautiful creatures, and I was so excited to start to learn about them. And they look incredible. Just all the detail on them came out exceptionally well. And then let's go back and check on our salamanders. It seems they still don't want to deep dive, so that's a little bit of a shame. I definitely do want them to do so, so I think, actually, no, they're not doing it. I'll tell you what, we'll actually move on over here to our freshwater habitat. We could check up on them in just a little bit. But speaking of Outback Pack, I know I just brought that up. We have our next one from the Outback Pack. We have the common Wombat. Look at these guys. These are so freaking cute. I do have to thank both Nicholas Lion Rider and Jen for helping me get these guys to be as perfect as they are, and another special thanks to Kaidu for the wonderful tips on trying to get this guy to look as great as possible. In case if you guys aren't aware, we already have the Southern Hairy-Nosed Wombat in the game, but I really wanted to get the common Wombat in here too. They're probably my favorites out of the entire Wombat group, and they're just so adorable. Look at their flat butts, I really do love them. So yeah, these guys are based on the koala, but they will not climb trees, so do keep that in mind. And they really don't climb trees anyways, but they will probably sit down kind of like that. I think that's pretty cute. It kind of looks ominous. Hold on, let's actually get the camera working a little bit better. We can get like a nice little view of these guys. But yeah, these guys are wicked freaking cute. And if you guys are hoping to have like an Australian zoo, or even just an Australian section, these guys are perfect for you. And look at them go. I love their little waddle. That's still my favorite thing in the world. So again, a huge thank you to Jen and Nick for helping me get this guy as perfect as he is. And I think we'll actually take it all the way over this way. Probably still no diving. Nope, still no diving. We're just gonna pop up over here. We have so many awesome mods, I just want to say. So many awesome people helped out this week. And we could actually check out the lemon shark. I don't know why he's not moving. Here's one that is moving. So the lemon shark is an Atlantic species of shark. They're quite beautiful, and they're also very well known because of their yellow coloration, which gave them their name. I gotta give a huge shout out to Buffzoo for everything in this tank. He does an incredible job at rigging all the animals, at like getting everything ready for these guys for release, and he just does such an exceptional job at helping me out with all of that. So it's really amazing. You guys gotta comment I love Buffzoo in the comments down below, or else I'll cry. Next on our list, we also have the Permit. These guys are also an Atlantic species. These guys are very much well known because of their very much popular as a sporting fish. They have these very oval-like bodies. They're some of my favorites, honestly. They're very, like, I don't know. They're just a relatively unknown animal, and I really do love, like, all the sporting Atlantic fishes. They really do remind me of my time down in Florida, so that's also very nice to have. And we also have the Atlantic Tarpon. These guys are wicked cool as well. You guys may notice they have a very unique fin shape with one big spike kind of going down the back. That's how they're mostly identified, but they're also just very beautiful with their silver coloration and just very mean kind of disposition. I don't know, I just really do love Tarpon the most, and they're wicked cool. Look at them go. But yeah, we got to give a huge shout out to Buffzoo for all of that stuff. And I think we will actually plop ourselves right over here. And did our guy get delivered yet? Yes, he did. So in case if you guys don't know, you can have fully aquatic habitats with the free build mod. You just gotta follow my tutorial on how to actually get that to work. But hopefully soon enough you guys can master that and you guys can start to make your own aquariums. We'll wait for the Salamander to get started on his diving, but we have a lot of beautiful kind of tropical species this time around, as well as some taiga species. So right off the bat, we have the red chin Panchax. This guy was originally modeled by Nicholas Lionrider, and he did such a beautiful job at that. These guys are from what I believe to be Madagascar. And they're just really cool. They're related to the killifish, so you guys may know like some fish that, you know, your typical freshwater aquarium does have, and these guys are part of that little group. I love the little coloration on these guys. They have like some nice yellows, some reds, and some blacks going on. It's just really cool. Speaking of those Madagascar species, I'm gonna find our other one. We have the Pinstripe Damba Cichlid. These guys are a critically endangered fish found from Madagascar, and it's just really awesome to have these guys in here. Again, originally made by Nick and rigged by Buffzoo. These guys are so freaking beautiful, and I think these guys are honestly perfect for throwing in with hippos as well. So if you guys are hoping to have like a nice hippo pool, you could throw these guys and some plecos in there. They're really good for like interspecies enrichment right there. And what else do we have in here? I believe this is the common roach. I could be mistaken though, because they look exactly like the common rudd, which are pretty much the same thing with some minor differences. So we'll actually check out the rudd first. These guys are a lot smaller. This guy is kind of swimming above the water right there for a few seconds, but it's fine. Yeah, these guys are common to Eurasia. These guys are also very much well known for their red coloration on their fins and the yellow kind of golden body. They're just really beautiful. And again, I know I keep on going on about it, but these guys, as well as the roaches, are very good filler fish for whatever tanks and for whatever waterways you may have in your zoo. They really help to populate those waters and help it feel a lot more immersive. And plus, they won't come out of the water except to eat and to breed. But if you guys play sandbox like me, you won't have any issues with that whatsoever. And yeah, this is a common roach. They're very much kind of the same. They're just a lot more silver than anything. And what we also have in here, we have the largemouth bass. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this guy. We only had the smallmouth bass for so long, but it's so good to finally have the largemouth in here. These guys are probably one of the most popular sporting fishes in the world, very much known for their size and, you know, pretty easy to stock lakes and stuff like that with these guys. And they're just really cool, so if you guys want one of these fat boys in your game, definitely do check it out in the links down below. But moving on from there, hopefully we can actually see our nice little salamander start to make water. And hopefully we could actually see him dive in just a little bit. There he goes! Look at him go. They move exceptionally well, and I have to give Jen so much credit for that. She did an incredible job with them. They look so cool. Oh my gosh, look at him go. I love the coloration on these guys too. Just like the nice rusty orange turns out so well for them. And even look at them swim from like above, it's so freaking cool. So amazing job to all of our mod makers, Buffzoo, Nick, and Jen, once again, for dominating the aquatics. And what we actually have in here, we have 2 different animals. First of all, we have the short-tailed weasel, I think. Short-tailed weasel, otherwise known as the European stoat. These guys are made by GingerToast, and they are so freaking cute. Oh my god. They are based off of the otter, so they do have that kind of like funny little mustelid walk. So definitely do check that out. When you guys do build for them, they're wicked cute. Unfortunately, they don't climb, but I don't think that stoats really climb to begin with. So that is pretty cool right there. But it's just really awesome. We get more and more European wildlife in the game. And we also have another one in here. And I think a lot of you guys will love this guy. This is the European Hedgehog. She is so freaking cute. Another wonderful mod made by GingerToast. He did such a beautiful job on these guys, especially with the texture. It is based off of Jen's original elephant shrew model, but he did such an amazing job at making it feel like it has quills. Obviously, they're not really modeled onto there. And if we get a little bit closer, you can kind of see it's just fur. But from far away, which is usually how you'll be seeing these guys, they really do fit the bill pretty well. But honestly, even up close, they're so adorable as well. Look at them kind of go through the grass. It's so freaking cute. So obviously, we need to give a major love to GingerToast for doing such beautiful, beautiful creatures. It's always so wonderful to see the European roster constantly get expanded. And I think this is our last one of the week. Yeah, so we actually have the Smilodon by Johnny V. I know, it's been so long. We've had so many dinosaurs, so many paleo mods, but we have not had a Smilodon yet. But finally, at long last, I've been working on this guy forever. Had so many issues, but I'm so happy that we finally got him done. This one is made by Johnny V, and they're so beautiful. Let's bring the baby out all the way over here. Yeah, here we go. But yeah, he did such an incredible job on the texture. He did such an incredible job on the model. They just look so freaking beautiful. So if you guys do want the Smilodon for Planet Zoo, definitely go check it out in the description down below. These guys are so freaking cool. Did you know that they were native to like from all the way from North to South America? That is wild to me. I don't know, it's wild. But anyways, there's a Zoopedia. I'm very proud of that Zoopedia picture. It turned out so good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our entire week. I know we were kind of all over the place, but that's kind of like how I like these things. We got a lot of different things going on. Obviously, you guys all have your favorites. Definitely do let me know yours in the comments down below. My favorite from this week has to be the Eld's Deer. Monsoon did such a beautiful job on these guys, and I'm so happy that I was able to work with him to get these guys out. But all that being said, that is pretty much it for our showcase this week. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and lending your ears. Look at them all go. Oh my god, it's feeding time. Let's go check them out. I'll even delete all the foliage so we can see them a lot better. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, especially right before DLC time. This is always one of my favorite times because we get to see what rigs are coming out for modders, and even what normal animals everyone can use for Planet Zoo. But all that being said, I do want to thank you guys one last time. Always do love thanking you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.